Friends, colleagues, today we mark International Women's Day. We honor the courageous women activists who struggle at great personal cost for the basic freedoms automatically afforded to men. From the garment workers of 1908 demanding better working conditions to feminist leaders like Berta Cáceres and Malala Yousafzai, and to women and girls who are pushing in ways, big and small, for equality in all corners of the world. Women human rights defenders have shaped the foundations of gender equality and of human rights more broadly. They have advanced rights across key areas of life, from education to political participation to climate justice. They have spearheaded laws to end violence against women, which lead to safer societies. They are pushing to close the gender pay gap, which will strengthen our economies. And their involvement in peace talks increases the durability of peace agreements. They are the architects of progress. However, decades of advancement are being met with fierce pushback. Rollbacks on bodily autonomy, including restricted access to essential healthcare, such as abortion services, are depriving women of control over their lives. We are seeing unprecedented levels of hate, demonization, and arbitrary restrictions on the rights of LGBTIQ+ women, particularly transgender women, aggravating the already high levels of violence and discrimination that they face. There's a troubling resurgence in some quarters of toxic ideas about masculinity and efforts to glorify gender stereotypes, especially among young men. These are translating into violence and hateful rhetoric against women, women's rights defenders, and women politicians. Almost 6 out of every 10 women and girls have experienced harassment online, which often escalates into real-life threats. Meanwhile, misogynistic influencers are hailed as heroes in some quarters. This silences women and locks them out of public spaces, activism, and leadership positions. Nevertheless, women human rights defenders persevere. They forge alliances, they advocate for accountability, they demand change and call for peace. I'm constantly in awe of their resilience. We must stand with them and send a clear message that gender-based violence, discrimination, and misogyny have no place in our world. And we need greater investment in and support for their vital work. Governments must prevent and address violations and ensure that women and girls can meaningfully participate in public life. Social media platforms have a major role. By regulating online hate speech and moderating content effectively, they can enable women to speak out while avoiding online harm. The corporate sector needs to increase the number of women leaders in decision-making roles. After all, we know this makes businesses more sustainable. And I call on men and boys to join this cause by calling out harassment and countering misogyny. My office stands with women and girls in all their diversity, everywhere and every day. The legacy of past and present women activists must guide us as we strive for a future where a gender-equal world is truly realized for all. Thank you.